to Resin Crafting with Chris Collected. Today we have a Happy New Year's to everybody, and let's go ahead and make some fun little resin pieces. I will be doing a ton of changes to my channel this year, so stay tuned. I will be making my own little studio and having all kinds of fun little adventures there. So stay tuned for that. But let's get on the way with today's activity, which is to make some fun little resin pieces, my two favorite ones from last year. But you know, I can't just have nothing in it, so I have some of my favorite fixins from last year. I got my little plastic bits, all my glitter bits, all kinds of fun stuff in here. This is some holographic pearl. Put that into it as well, and then this is some magenta. As you notice, it's a little bit blurry. This is the new camera that I'm working with, and so apparently I was a little bit too close to it, for I didn't really understand that, but I will fix that in the future. All right, now let's mix them up. Got one all mixed up, now let's get the other. Now it's pouring time. First up is a resin tray. I did this last year. I absolutely loved how it turned out, so I decided to do it again this year. So the whole outside ring will have this nice pink magenta. In the inside will have that nice pearlescent in it. I spilled a little bit, and luckily it's easy enough to go clean up. But I have all new molds and all new fun things coming. Of course, the top mold for me last year was this potion mold. So I poured everything else I had into this mold. Make sure to stay tuned for the demolding, as it turned out perfect. I had a tiny bit left over, and so I decided to throw a little bit into these two half-dome molds and also into a skeleton mold. This skull turned out really awesome. Alright, that's it for all the pouring. Now let's get them all demolded. Everything is looking great. First up, let's get this skull. It was real tricky and stuck in there, so I sprayed a little bit of water and got him out. The results look great. Unfortunately, it was a little bit blurry on the camera, as I said earlier. And so, yeah, I will be definitely fixing that in future videos, as well as getting a lot better camera angles and all kinds of good stuff coming. Next up, we have two half domes. Most of the little black bits and everything sunk down to the bottom, but ultimately it looks great. Now let's get that tray mold done. Look at that, that turned out perfect. The black gives it a distinct look, while the pink just blends with everything. And there's just so much glitter to it. You can see that very distinct line. Alright, last up, we have our potion bottle. As always, it takes me a little bit to get it out, but it's worth it in the end. In fact, by the end of the year, I would like to start selling these. I think this is going to be the first product that I sell that's a resin crafted product, because I happen to just really love it, and I know I can make them and just consistently make these two trays, and so yeah, these will be the first products that I make this year. Now let's get a look at this one. As you can see, there was glitter throughout the entire thing. And as you noticed, when I poured in the clear and then I poured in the color afterwards. But look, the entire color has sunk down and merged into one new color. It's one of the most fascinating things about resin. I'm hoping in the future to take some time-lapse photography so that we can really see this stuff happen. Thank you all so much. Remember, trust in yourself, honor yourself and others, and create a world that's safe for everyone. My name is Chris Collected, and I would love for you to subscribe to the House of Improvements. See you next week.